Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Facebook fam. Sorry about the little hiccup that we just had there. Facebook shut me down from the tunes, man. Because for the last couple shows, I was like, oh man. All right. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, Facebook fam. There's some tunes, right? And so I decided to throw some tunes up there, man. And they was like, nah, we're gonna go ahead and shut this one down. You know what I mean? But that's okay, because you know what? That ain't even gonna be an issue today. You know why, Glass?
Why is that, bro?
We look tomorrow. I don't even know what the countdown is. It's a little over 24 hours. A little over 24 hours. That's all I know, right? And we get our very first official 2016 regular season NFL game, which I am so super excited for. Not because my Carolina Panthers are in a rematch situation with your Denver Broncos. That ain't even what it's about, okay? Because you know how I feel about that. But that means official football is back, and that's what I'm super excited about. So what you thinking about, man? Going into tomorrow night, how you gonna be feeling?
Man, listen, like I said, I was on this championship stupor all off season and stuff. I was acting like I don't care how the first, second, third game go. Yeah. I got that Super Bowl 50. It's all good, but I'm lying, man. We getting close to we getting to the hours of first game of the 2016-2017. I want this one, bro. I just hate the fact that between me and you, we got to both heads all night.
And one of us gonna come back here next week rocking that L. We're gonna be carrying that thing. It's all good.
Somebody gonna be holding that L, but it's gonna be the start of the season. We got 15 more games left, so it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man.
I know. I'm mainly concerned about I'm not gonna get all hyped up on this whole Carolina Panthers Denver Broncos Super Bowl rematch like a lot of other people are. Look, you guys got the big one. You got the one that count. Like, this is a week one match. And I mean, honestly, only thing that Carolina can prove here is that maybe the Super Bowl was a fluke. But then again, you can't really look at it that way because the Denver Broncos are drastically different now, and Carolina's a little bit different. But so it ain't the same situation. I'm not hyping it like that. I just want to walk away 1-0. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask all the diehard, crazy Panther fans.
Yeah.
Would you want to win this game and lose the rest of the season, or lose this game and win the rest of the season?
Absolutely. Like a lot of Panther fans, no disrespect, I love my Panther fam. But they put a little bit too much on this game, man. I'm just saying.
Y'all crazy.
They put a little bit too much on this game. I want to see Cam come out there, especially after, seeing what we saw in the last time we saw Cam and the ones out there in preseason. They didn't really put on a great show, you know what I mean? So I need to see them back in regular season form. The last preseason stuff that I saw with Cam and the starters, I wasn't impressed, okay? I'm going to be honest with you. If that team come out against the Denver Broncos, it ain't gonna be good. You know what I mean? It ain't gonna be good. But we got that. There's a lot of other matchups going on later on Sunday and on Monday, which we'll talk about on the grand return of TeamBoydTV Game Time with myself and Vernie B. That should be exciting, right? That should be super exciting. And then of course on Monday night, me, you, and JB, we hop back on here and we break everything down, and that should be exciting. That should be super exciting. I'm ready for that. But Glass, this 3 and out. And we here to debate some stuff, right? We're gonna talk about some things. And before I let you set the first story up, I want to say this. Toward the last week of preseason, a lot of stuff went down at the quarterback position across the NFL, with Teddy Bridgewater going down and being out possibly for the rest of the season. I think it is for the rest of the season, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, of course, you had the Sam Bradford trade. You had the Mark Sanchez situation, Tony Romo, Dak Prescott. There's a lot of quarterback stuff going on right now, and it happened right before the kickoff. Now, I got to ask you this before we get into the main topic. They had Sam Bradford out there in Minnesota, getting ready for week one. And, this dude has no time to prepare. Now, we talked about Minnesota, and I think we had Minnesota winning the division on the TeamBoydTV Live divisional breakdown. Does your outlook on Minnesota change now?
Definitely.
Yeah.
If anybody didn't know, over the weekend, I think it was Saturday, I believe it was, right 25 minutes into the practice session, non-contact drill, Bridgewater stepped back to throw a pass, and he blew. I don't even know if you want to say he blew out his ACL. He just destroyed his knee. Tore his ACL. They said his kneecap was all over the place. It might have dropped. They said the players were throwing up because it was so gruesome and everything. With this injury like that, you got to check, make sure ain't no structural damage. I think they're doing that tomorrow, Thursday. He had the surgery. Then that's when they're going to find out if he's going to be out 2016. They say he might even be out most of 2017.
Oh, that is rough.
You know what I'm saying? So, back to your question, some people had them going to the Super Bowl. Some people have them winning the NFC Championship. At least, in my opinion, I had them winning the NFC North.
Yes. I mean, I did too. At least winning the division.
Right.
Yeah.
On the breakdown.
Yeah.
Right now, because they had the perfect storm. You had the great coaching hire in Zimmer. You got Bridgewater at quarterback, and you had a great young defense and Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Now,
Bridgewater wide receivers too. Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, Diggs. And now your main piece, your main cog is down for who knows how long. It kind of like messes up the chemistry a little bit. Now, I had no problem with Sean Hill.
Yeah.
He's a veteran. He know what he's doing. I guess the GM thought otherwise, and we got
Bradford.
Yeah. Bradford for a first round pick next year. Was it 2017 and fourth round pick 2018?
Yeah, man.
Now, before you get on, I'm gonna let you know right now. That's a whole hell of a lot for it
is. But listen, Bradford. I'm not a fan, right? Let's get that out of the way. But I think he's proven. I think he's proven enough to. I mean, was he worth that? I don't know. I was thinking they probably could have got him a little bit cheaper. But they had to get somebody, right? They had to get somebody who they thought could, basically continue what Bridgewater was doing. My concern is how quickly he's going to be able to acclimate to what they're doing in Minnesota versus what they were doing in Philadelphia. And to bring him in that late. That's gotta hurt their start a little bit. It's gonna have to hurt their. We know, of course, if they just run the ball a lot. I don't know, but that's pretty rough. Now, was the Bradford thing one of your stories?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, before we dig a little bit deeper into it, I was thinking about the other quarterbacks. We talked about Tony Romo and Prescott taking over. I forget where we had the Cowboys. I don't think we had them winning the division. I think we had them somewhere around third, I think it was, right?
Yeah.
Did you see a change in what they may be able to? I mean, I know how you feel about rookie quarterbacks, and honestly, week one, we got some rookie quarterbacks that's going to be, except for Philadelphia. I think the latest news I heard was that they decided not to go with Wentz. So,
no, they're going with Wentz.
Oh, they're going with Wentz. Okay. Oh, Goff is the one that said.
Goff is the one that's not even addressed.
Yeah. So that's that. Right. But so does Dallas change a little bit? I think this is a upgrade. Now, Dallas Cowboys, so don't jump on me. I just feel like. And it's weird to say because there's a rookie quarterback, ain't got no NFL, snaps on his belt. But I feel like the grand scheme of things, this is an upgrade at the quarterback position for Dallas. I just feel that way.
I beg to differ, bro. It's just something about a rookie quarterback. Now we have not. Now, if you talk to me in Game 4, Game 5, when he made it to the fast pace of the NFL, maybe. But this is. Don't go with the preseason thing. It's going to work in the regular season. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the first game is against who? Giants, division rival. Ain't going to be that easy, man.
Nah, it ain't. And then of course we got your Denver Broncos deciding to go with a young boy. And they going up against a top tier defense, and like we said, we're talking about what Panther fans think. They thinking they're going to eat Simeon for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's going to be interesting to see. But every year we always get into it with the rookie quarterbacks and stuff like that. But let's go back. Let's get into the start. Go ahead and because we already touched on it a little bit. Go ahead and touch it up. Set it up real quick.
All right, cool. Well, you know what? Since like I said, I set it up already. Tell you about Teddy Bridgewater, and they went on here and got Sam Bradford with the first round and the fourth round. Now, the winners. This is my my opinion. The winners of this, number one, is Howie Roseman, the GM for the Eagles, because he was locked up with Bradford, Wentz, and Daniels. Bradford was already crying because you drafted Wentz.
Yep.
he wanted to be traded. So you got a three player log jam, and I'm sure Howie Roseman trying to figure what's going to happen, and lo and behold, the accident happened.
Yeah.
In need for a quarterback. I got somebody for you, and hence got him off the plate.
Yeah.
You won't have a log jam anymore. So the other winners to me are Chase Daniels and Carson Wentz. I think is Daniels going to start and Wentz going to play? No, Wentz. I'm sorry, Wentz going to start and Daniels back him up, which is a great thing. The other winner is Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Because now he's going to see the ball even more. I know he's a freak of nature, but he's still up there in age. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, the other reason why Adrian Peterson is a winner, because who used to be his quarterback when he was at Oklahoma? Sam Bradford.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it works out. Then, like I said, we don't know when Teddy Bridgewater going to come back. He might be out for a year. We know he's going to be out for a year. He might be out for 2 years.
Right.
Lo and behold, Sam Bradford have what? A 2-year contract.
That's right.
That works out well for the Vikings in that aspect. But there's some winners in there if you really look at it.
Yeah, I think Adrian Peterson will see a lot of action early until Bradford gets a little bit more familiar with the playbook, get a little bit more comfortable in his role on the new team. And I'm telling you, Bradford's a little bit of a gunslinger though. He like to throw that thing. So I think once he get comfortable, when we get to week 6, week 7, he'll start putting it in the air a little bit more. And you never like this is a tough situation for one Teddy Bridgewater because. As much as people may hate on Bradford for one reason or another, his numbers are always up there. His numbers are always pretty decent. Right. And I mean, right now, Bridgewater is in his This is his third year. And he got a contract coming up next year. He may be on the shelf next year. If Bradford can prove that he can carry the team and do what he need to do, I kind of feel sorry for one little young Teddy Bridgewater. Now he will find another job, no doubt. But it's just that his Vikings career, this may be it for him. I'm just saying, you could easily say that. Honestly, I think it's like you said. I think it's good for Bradford. He wanted out anyway. He didn't want to be worrying about nobody breathing down his neck, trying to take his job and stuff like that. He in a good position. I think he will play better because he's in the position that he want to be in, and that way we'll get the best out of out of Sam Bradford. So, we'll see how this turns out. This is going to be an interesting story to see.
Very interesting.
It kind of reminds me of the Josh Freeman thing when they brought Josh Freeman from Tampa to Minnesota a few years ago. And that experiment, obviously didn't work out real good for the Vikings. So, it is what it is. But we'll see. It should be pretty good. All right, what we got next on the plate?
All right, this is going to be one I know you're going to be chopping at the bit because we're going to go to New Orleans.
Oh, yeah. Let's do this.
With the New Orleans Saints, where a certain individual named Drew Brees says he wants to extend his contract with the Saints.
Wow.
To the numbers of 4 years, $100 million.
First of all, this ain't 2008 no more, right? Let's just be real about it. This 2016. Drew, look, I'm gonna be straight up and honest as I possibly can be. This ain't got nothing to do with the NFC South. A little bit, but here's the deal. Me personally, at this stage of the game, Drew Brees ain't worth that much money. And I don't care what Saints fans may say. I mean, right now he's their best option. They ought to be ashamed of themselves, first of all, for letting it get to this point. For letting it get to this point where he got a contract coming up. They ain't got no contingency plan whatsoever. And they should have been putting something together 2 years ago. And now they're going to be sitting here thinking, okay, well, what do we do? We don't even know, is this dude going to be healthy enough to make it through the season? I mean, we got injured a little bit last year, stuff like that. So, first of all, if they even consider this, they crazy. Number one, right? And then Drew Brees ought to be ashamed of himself for even asking for that kind of money. Now, look, I understand you won a Super Bowl, 20 years ago with this team, and I get that, and you brought the team to relevance and all that. Please believe, I understand. But that was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? And what have you done lately to prove that you're a $100 million quarterback at this stage of your career? And that's just the way I see it, Glass. I don't know if you agree or not.
I mean, I know this is a debate show, but I'm going to have to agree with you on this one for simple fact. I mean, I don't have the vitriol that you have for the Saints. But I like Drew Brees. I do like the Saints. Yeah. But right now, at this point in time, I don't think the Saints can afford $100 million contract. I mean, $100 million quarterback.
Right.
Because I told you time and time again, I don't think anybody worth $100 million.
Right.
I don't think anybody can lock up my franchise off of one person. That's what they're doing. Yeah. They already hit. I'm sure they passed the cap. If not, they hit the cap already. They don't have that extra money for them. Number one. Number two, like you said, I understand you won the Super Bowl for y'all. Congratulations. You brought the city back up. That was in 2009.
Right.
We in 2016, the last 2 seasons, I think y'all went 7-9.
Yeah.
And he's a quality quarterback. I got that. But that's all they have over there. Yeah. And that's the problem. You put all your eggs in one basket with Drew Brees. You don't have any wide receivers. You don't have, I know damn well you don't have a defense. I think they was 31 last year.
Yes, they were.
So you need to work on that. But you got other things to work on. And I think Drew Brees, I'm not saying he ain't worth $25 million a year. Yeah. But I can't give you 4 years. No. I give you 2.
Yeah.
With an option.
2 with an option. You 25, 30 million, somewhere around in there.
Exactly.
Just to get us to the point where
you can't hit up my franchise for 4 years.
Absolutely. Just get us to the point where we can get a new guy in, right? You know, and maybe you can help him along a little bit. That's the least we can do for you, right? Because you did get us the Super Bowl, right? And we wouldn't have got that Super Bowl if it weren't for Drew Brees. Okay, let's just be honest about that. Drew Brees is, I guess we can say he's a top 10 quarterback, right? He's in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's in there. Top 10.
So it ain't like he's a bum. It's just number one. And this is one of the things that you say all the time. You can't. What did you say? Age is undefeated. Old man time.
Oh no, Father Time is undefeated.
Father Time is undefeated.
Yeah, how old is he? I told. 37. He'd be 38 in January.
Right. And I mean, look, it'd be different if he was playing in a division like Tom Brady does, and when he had a team like Tom Brady does that protects him well, and this dude is getting smacked around. He playing in the NFC South. Honestly, I'm worried about him this season. To be completely honest, you're talking about the next 4 years. I'm worried about what's going to happen to him this season.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, no way. Let's do 2 with a little bit of an option just in case, we kind of make a mistake in the draft or something. And, you help us out. We help you out. We let you go out of here with a nice chunk of change. You know what I mean? Help us get our new guy ready. Because I think last time, was it Josh McCown or was it Luke McCown? Was it Luke McCown? One of the McCown boys. And, honestly, McCown played against the Panthers. I think was it last season or the season before? He played pretty well. I think he almost won the game. But he ain't the guy who you can just automatically put up in that position to carry a full, season. I wouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I think we need somebody a little bit higher caliber.
Let me ask you a question. Yeah. If you have a top 10 quarterback, would it be wrong for me as an organization to draft another quarterback? I think some quarterbacks, some prima donna quarterbacks, some top tier quarterbacks, they'll feel a certain type of way if you draft somebody.
It's weird though.
I gotta look into this. My business. This my franchise. I gotta look into the future.
Absolutely. What I don't get is when teams do this. Like I think it happened in. Well, I can understand RG3 because it was in the same draft, right? It was in the same draft. But that notwithstanding, when they bring in the new quarterbacks and stuff, I mean, the old guy he gets a little nervous, especially if you up in age. Now, people like Eli ain't worried about it. They brought in Nassib a couple years ago. He wasn't really sweating that. You know what I mean? Like in situations like that, it's a little bit different. But if you know that you ain't in with the organization like that, and they don't look at you like, I ain't saying that they don't look at Drew. They love Drew Brees in New Orleans, right? But they want to win too. All NFL owners want to win, and you can't show me an NFL owner that says I don't want to win no games. I just want to placate to my players and and to the fans. Ain't no owner going to tell you that. They want to win, right? And then, look, and if we gotta look at Peyton Manning, you saw what they did to him in Indianapolis. I mean, look, they will show you the door in a heartbeat. If they feel like you can't go no more. And I gotta tell you, Drew Brees he's slowing down, man. And I'm just saying it's time. It should have been time 2 years ago. 2 years ago was the time to bring somebody quality in there, quality draft pick, give him a little bit of time to be groomed up by Drew Brees or whatever. And McCown ain't the one. McCown ain't the one. You need to bring somebody else in there. And but now they behind the A-ball, so now they got to get set back another 2 years. Now you got Drew Brees hollering about he won $100 million. that's going to be some type of, I don't know. I just think, for one, this is bad for the Saints. It's going to have an impact on what they do. Because,
to me, I have to question the GM, because who the hell they draft where they don't have nothing to work with other than Brandon Cook. He's a quality wide receiver. But other than that, you got rid of
the dude that went to Seattle, right? The tight end guy, right?
Gosh, I forgot his name. Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you doing over there? That's my question. Like I said, you strap for money. You ain't bringing quality. You defense sucks. You got to work on other stuff, and I don't think the GM is actually working on the side. I think because you got Drew Brees, you don't need nobody else.
Right.
And it's catching up to him right now.
Yeah, because honestly, I think they did. I think they focused on the defense in the draft this year. I'm pretty sure they did. If they did, they should have, right?
Right.
But I don't know what they're building there. I just know at this rate, and Saints fans, look, y'all can say what y'all want to say, but if y'all find yourselves at the number 4 spot in the division, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. We got Drew Brees. Why are we 6-10, 7-9? Why are we that? Don't be surprised about it. I'm just saying.
I totally agree.
Don't be surprised. All right, what we got? I didn't go in too hard on this thing.
No, you was pretty nice. Nice.
What we got for our third one?
Hey man, I don't know what to say about this man here. We know how we feel about Tony Romo. I must say, Tony Romo has moved up in the rankings on me. At first, I had him in the 15. He's top 10.
Wow.
When he's playing.
Okay.
When he's
very
playing.
rare.
Let's talk a little about Dallas and Jerry Jones and Tony Romo.
Okay.
In the preseason, he had a little fall, messed up his vertebrae.
Yeah.
He got a back brace on now. Talking about he'll be back in week 6 and week 8. I don't see that. Wow. But anyway, Jerry Jones decided that instead of having them put him on the IR, we put him on the 53-man roster. And the reason why is because it's simple, because it's not like dissecting circumcising a mosquito. Now, what I think he meant by that, which is just, I had to sit there and ponder on that one, because that must be a Texas thing. Circumcising a mosquito must mean you making a big thing out of something small.
Right.
That's what I think he means.
Okay, it makes sense.
So he's saying he can't find anybody with the quality of Tony Romo. Hence, reason why Tony Romo's on the 53-man roster, nobody else is on there. What you think, bro?
Look. First of all, if Tony Romo keep messing around with Jerry Jones, he ain't gonna be able to walk. Okay, he ain't gonna look. This dude need to take his personal health into consideration here. 3 seasons we done seen this man get folded up like an accordion. Barely making it, to the sideline and whatnot. Having multiple surgeries on his back. I don't know what Jerry Jones got against him. He holding over his head to make him keep coming back.
So tell me that's his illegitimate son.
I don't know what it is. I just know, like, if I'm hurt that bad, right? And you don't even get a guy enough time to really completely heal. Like, he came back last season. How you gonna come back on Thanksgiving Day, knowing good and well it's a high-profile game against the Carolina Panthers? Look. I knew what was going to happen in that game. We talked about it on the show. You know what I'm saying? I try to tell people, don't bring him back, man. Don't bring him back. Let him finish this. He needs to completely heal. Now, I ain't saying Tony Romo was a bad quarterback, because obviously when he's in, just like you said, he does what he's supposed to do. The problem is he's fragile. The problem is he has a target on his back, literally, right? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if they bring him back early. So right now, Jerry Jones, like, I'm not going to put him on IR. I'm just going to put him on a 53-man. What happens if, let's say he get him as the number 3 or whatever, right? Let's just say, Lord forbid, something goes down with the starter, right? You bring in that other guy. He is just terrible. He's awful. You got to go with Tony Romo. He ain't completely healed. And as soon as the defense that they facing that day, I don't care who it is. It could be the Jacksonville Jaguars. It could be the Oakland Raiders. It could be anybody. As soon as they see Tony Romo step on that field, they know exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're going to do.
They've been doing that for the past 4 or 5 years.
They have, man. So what I'm going to say, and Glass, I don't know if you agree with me or not, but I do believe that if Tony Romo keep messing around with Jerry Jones, he's gonna be wheelchair bound. I'm just saying.
That's the sad part about it. I understand that players got a love for football. You want to be in the game and everything, but I think he's 38 years old. He's 36, 38. He up there. Yeah. And just like we just said before, Father Time is undefeated. Mm-hmm. This man, you got to understand that he can't hear like he used to back in the day. Yeah. Listen, he outkicked his coverage. He defied all odds. He came from Eastern Illinois, undrafted, on the Dallas Cowboys, and made a name for himself. Yeah, and a lot of money. I give you a standing ovation for that. Yeah. Great job. But it's going to have to end sometime. Mm-hmm. Now, just like you said, he got two young sons, beautiful wife. He liked to play golf. You can't play golf when your back is in a back brace. Yeah. Yeah, and if you've seen that against the Seattle Seahawks, you've seen him when he injured his back. It wasn't that bad. I don't care what anybody said. Right. It was not that bad. And once again, let's talk about it. You punctured a lung. You broke your clavicle twice. Yeah. Now you got back problems, and once you have back problems, them things that doesn't go away. Yeah. So. Yeah, Tony Romo need to go home, talk to his wife, talk to his family, and listen. If this happened one more time, it's a wrap.
I'm telling you, I don't know if Tony Romo realizes the severity of his health right now. I'm just saying, even when you see the Thomas Davis hit on him last year on Thanksgiving Day, when he broke his clavicle or whatever, that didn't even look like a bad hit. It didn't look like it was a real bad injury, but his bones broke anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
him and RG3 need to take a class on falling.
They do.
That's what they need. They have a problem when they hit that turf, man.
Now, let me ask you this though: Do you think Jerry is pulling these moves because he got so much invested in Tony Romo? He got so much tied up into Tony Romo's contract that he feel like, look, I'm gonna squeeze this thing as hard as I can to get what I can because I put a lot into this, and he has. I mean, and obviously a lot of his investment into Tony Romo has been ill advised. I don't know who his people are who told him that was a good idea. What was it, 3 years ago to give him $109 million or whatever? Yeah, and we was all like, what in the world is going on? You know what I mean?
Right.
That should have never happened. First of all, right? But it happened anyway. And I don't know. Do you think that's what it is? Do you think that's why Jerry is clutching and clinging, hoping he can get something out of Tony Romo?
Some tell me Jerry Jones is trying to hold it. He know his window of opportunity is shut. You got a great offensive line. You got Des Bryant. You got Ezekiel Elliott. He got everything lined up, and he knows that it's only a matter of time before he loses all this. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's desperate right now. He's desperate. He want to win it now. He's not going to win it now. Yeah. Only thing you're gonna win is the NFC East, if that.
if that, right?
That.
And I mean, honestly, the NFC East is laid out where, it's possible. It's possible where that division is and everything, But honestly, at the end of the day, just like New Orleans, right? Just like in New Orleans. Now, luckily for Dallas, they did pull a trigger and they ended up getting a prospectable quarterback to replace Tony Romo, if need be. But the fact that Jerry Jones is refusing to put him on IR. That bothers me, man. And and honestly, I'm not a Tony Romo fan. Never liked the guy at all. But I'm worried about his health, man. I'm worried that this is this wear and tear on his. He done broke all these bones in his body. Like I said, I had all these surgeries. He always come back too early, and he get hurt right immediately again. And to me, I'm worried about that. That bothers me a little bit.
Another thing that I think Jerry Jones is looking at is what happened last season. They had everything lined up, and they was a Super Bowl contending team last year. It was 4-0 before he went out in the fourth game. Yeah. They ran through, if I'm not mistaken, 4 or 5 quarterbacks and still didn't come up with one win for the rest of the season. That's so right. He's looking at that. Yeah. Now let's look at this. You got Dak Prescott, which is I was shocked that he's playing like he's playing. Kudos to him. Yeah. And I want to thank the Dallas Cowboys for taking. Well, they didn't take him. I know we got rid of Mark Sanchez. We dumped him. And y'all picked him back up. Yeah. But look at this scenario. Hopefully, and I pray that Dak Prescott doesn't get hurt. Right. If this Prescott get hurt, you bring in Mark Sanchez. Yeah. The problem I have with Mark Sanchez, he used to be a good quarterback. He fumbles too much. Yeah. And when I seen that. When the Broncos came in when we played, he fumbled twice. Yeah, I was like, he got to go. Man. So he doesn't have big hands. So when that situation happens in Dallas, they got to sit him out. Who comes in? Yeah, Tony Romo too early. And I just hope that, like I said, what's Jerry Jones' son named Steve?
Yeah.
He should have put him on IR to save himself, save Tony Romo.
And honestly, though, and how unfair is this to some dude who they had to let go or they had to relegate to the practice squad or whatever? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you holding a 53-man roster spot for this broken, skeleton. Yeah, that is completely honest. So somebody's NFL dreams is dashed, right? It's done for. They got released or whatever. Hopefully they get picked up. I don't know, but he got somebody's spot, and that right there in itself is bad business too, right? So you still investing in Tony Romo, even though now it's on some different stuff. You sacrificing a potential player that could have did something, contributed something positive to your team, but now you're gonna let the dude just sit there and not do nothing for 6 weeks, 7 weeks, 8 weeks, and just take up a roster spot. Instead of just put him on. Again, the point is, Tony Romo need to sit down. He don't even need to take a snap at all this season. He need to go somewhere and rest. Get in the jacuzzi every day for like 6 hours or something like that. He need to get his body right, man. Like, he shouldn't be concerned. Look, he got his money. They guaranteed him about $55 million of that 109. He shouldn't be worried about nothing, right?
Exactly.
Go take a vacation, man, and watch the football season from home. You don't need to be worried about it. I don't know. It just that whole situation. But again, this is Dallas. This is Dallas, and you know what?
America's team.
Yeah, we sitting here discussing this like we surprised that these kind of decisions are being made. Now I'm thinking we done talked about this for 10 minutes, and I'm like, oh wait a minute, this is Dallas we're talking about. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's crazy to me, man. I don't know. But that's gonna come back and bite them. That's gonna have a huge impact on what they do. And and honestly, this season in that division, it's so tight, right? It's so tight that we gambled on a rookie quarterback. The guy who we wanted to play can't stay healthy. Look, and Dallas was setting up to look really good. I like what they did in the draft. I like that, that they brought in, a real good quality running back. And he gonna get some snaps. And now, he's probably gonna get leaned on a little bit harder. But look, luckily he got another dude in the backfield to help share some of them carries. But he got a lot of work to do.
Wait, we talking about McFadden?
Yeah.
I heard he can't even straighten out his arm.
Oh my God.
I heard, because he fell and broke his elbow.
Yeah.
And I heard this last night. Word is that he's afraid that he can't even straighten out his elbow. Straighten out his arm, rather.
Wow. Okay, see, and there you go. And now, so the young boy got to get the bulk of those carries, and they're gonna be running the ball a whole hell of a lot because you ain't gonna trust no rookie quarterback to go out there and throw the ball all over the place like that, And so now that offensive line got to do double work, that put them in a bad position. Other teams other than Philly, I ain't even gonna discuss them. But as long as you got New York out there doing what they doing, and and in contrast what a lot of people have been saying about New York, I see New York in the preseason. Eli is still that iffy flip the coin, which Eli show up type of Eli. But Cruz and Odell Beckham, Larry Donnell, Jennings, they got a nice squad. That defense looked pretty good, along with their rookie Eli Apple. So they got it going on right now. On paper, the Giants are the team to beat in that division. They the team to beat, and they the ones that gonna have people chasing them. And who gonna chase them? They got Washington that may chase them. And that's pretty much it.
That may chase them. May chase them.
They may chase them, right? Yeah, right. And that's pretty much it. Because Dallas done pretty much squandered away their whole entire chances of even doing anything.
I think they're gonna, like I said during the breakdown, I think it was last week. Yeah, they're gonna be a mediocre 8-8 again.
If that, I think the rookie can probably get them 6. But now with not even having a veteran running back. I would be hard pressed to even go 8, man. I mean, 6 or 7 is probably where we're gonna be sitting at. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's a rough one, bro.
I know you're gonna need 9 to 10 to win that division.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you, if now with all the events that are unfolded in that division, if the Giants don't jump out and win the first 4 games right off the bat, I would be surprised. I would be surprised if the Giants take a loss in the first 4 weeks. Only thing that would maybe throw a wrinkle in that whole thing is if we see a Eagles team that surprises us, right? That would save it. That would kind of slow the Giants down a little bit. But I see the Giants going 4-5-0 right off the bat. And we got the Dallas Cowboys week 1. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah. Yep. So, and that's going to show us everything we need to see. You know what I'm saying? That's what shows everything we need to see right there. So I don't know. Anyway, this has been amazing again, like it always is, you know. And honestly, this show was felt a little bit different because we're so close. All the speculation out the window. We are done with the speculation, Glass. We are done with the speculation.
We ain't got to break down not another thing.
No, we don't. You know what I'm saying? So look, all we got to look forward to is tomorrow night, where my Carolina Panthers take on your Denver Broncos, Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos.
Thank you.
And we're gonna see how that went. Listen. Maybe we talking about a morale booster for the Carolina. I know for me, I just need to get the vision of that ridiculous, horrible, terrible Super Bowl out of my mind. So what I need to see the Carolina Panthers come out there and actually give me something to cheer about. I'm expecting a very good game. I'm expecting Denver to do some things that are pretty much unorthodox. I don't think we're gonna see Denver use the same stuff that we saw them last time in Super Bowl, because obviously we can't really do that. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know. Let's since we got our next show is Saturday. Is it right? Yeah, our next show is Saturday, Black and Blue Podcast.
Okay.
And then we have Game Time, and then Team Boyd. So actually, live comes on at the end, right? So we won't get a chance to really talk about this game, which I know we will. Let me go ahead and get your thoughts on the matchup tomorrow night.
Let me tell you, since we got time, man.
We got a little bit of time.
Game is tomorrow. Yeah. At first, I'll put you like this. This is how I was thinking beforehand. We got the number one defense going against Cam Newton with the damn near close 1A. The number two defense going up against Simeon.
Yeah.
They ain't looking good for us. But then again, I listened to shouts out to Savage. What's his name? I'll get his name, Savage, from the TTC representing the Denver Broncos. I listened to his podcast. Listen to his rant. I said, to hell with that. Who's gonna win this one here? Right. We in My High Stadium at home. We still got the top, one of the top, if not the top ranked, top three defense in the league. I know we're missing two players, but that's all right. We're gonna
Jackson and Trevathan, right?
Right. Yeah. But we got players. We got wide receivers. We got the running back CJ. We'll be all right, man. So it's going to be a close game. It's going to be a good game. Great way to start off the 2016 to 2017 season. I'm going to go to Denver Broncos winning by, if not a field goal, 6 points.
Okay. Now, I'm going to tell you my questions and concerns that I got here. Now, listen, this quarterback that you got, this guy, I would hate for him to get hot and start throwing the ball all over the place. And this is the reason why, because, I've been saying this leading in all through the preseason, leading into this game here. The Carolina Panthers secondary, 3 rookies out there. We got no veteran leadership out there. One of the wide receivers, I think he made the 53, Worley. He scares the bejesus out of me every time he gets targeted. I'm nervous, right? See him getting beat over and over and over and over again. I'm worried about that. Now, am I super concerned about him throwing the ball that much? As a rookie quarterback, they don't usually let him off the chain like that. So it'll be some dink and dunk. He won't be trying to blow us up like that. So my secondary may be okay, right? I want to see the Carolina Panthers defense do what they do, right? I want them to come out and do what they do. And of course, I think with Kelvin Benjamin being back in the building, Cam had them high passes in the preseason, so now hopefully we can bring them down. I still haven't seen Kelvin Benjamin line up with Devin Funchess. I haven't seen them on the field at the same time, and maybe they saving that, but they didn't do that. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be a close game too. I think it's gonna be closer than a lot of people think. Panther Nation feels like it's gonna be a blowout. I can't agree with that. I feel like they're Super Bowl champions for a reason, right? They did lose a little bit of things, but obviously they knew that as soon as the season was over, and they addressed that right away. So it ain't like look, they still got Von Miller. Is he gonna replicate what he did in the Super Bowl? Probably not, but he's still gonna be a factor in this game. You know what I mean? Right. So it was gonna hope that Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers play some mistake-free football. You can't afford to really make a mistake like that, because you guys got the better secondary. You guys got a better secondary than we do, and that's a concern of mine. And we'll see how that goes. So as long as we can keep them from passing the ball like that, keep them grounded, let them try to run the ball, because we know they're not going to be able to run the ball against us. But they can't let them throw the ball. They're going to kill us if they throw the ball. Right. You know what I mean? So I got them. I got the same thing. It's reverse. I got it. I got us winning by like a field goal. I got a feeling that Graham Gano is going to go ahead and give Panther Nation a little bit of a relief and say, you know what, we got him back, even though it don't mean nothing because it's a week 1 matchup, and you guys got the Lombardi Trophy in your facility right now, which it should be in ours, but that's a different discussion for a different day. You know what I'm saying? A different discussion for a different day.
So it's going to be a battle between Gano and McManus, huh?
Yeah, absolutely, because the game will be close. It's going to be really close, barring, and honestly, and I'm gonna go on record to say this, barring a bunch of bad play by Cam Newton, because Cam Newton gonna go. Look, it ain't just Cam. It'll be Kuechly, it'll be Davis, it'll be a bunch of them defensive players. They will come into this game with a lot of emotion, thinking about what happened in February, which they should not be. And I hope Coach Rivera is telling them that. Don't think about the Super Bowl. That's over. It's done. You can't go in there thinking about that. And then of course Cam Newton, Von Miller been doing their little thing all off season or whatever. You know what I mean? So, if I think the X factor would be Cam Newton. If the good Cam Newton shows up, it'll be good for us. But I'm worried. I'm worried about. Look, I'm gonna say this, right, and I hope Panther Nation don't kill me for this. I hope they don't kill me for this, but this is just the way I see it. I got Cam being good for two interceptions in this game. I got him because look, Carolina is good from rebounding from interceptions by Cam. Look, I know you're looking at me crazy. How many interceptions did he throw in the Super Bowl? It was like 3, wasn't it?
Was it 3?
I think it was like 3 interceptions.
I don't even want to call it 3. I might right. Yeah. Might have been 2 interceptions, 2 fumbles.
Okay, yeah. That's
what it might be.
I seen his interception count kind of go up a little bit in the preseason too. I'm just saying, and I think that's an emotional part of it. They need to get off of that. But if Cam come out there, run the ball, use what he got out there, because he got what he need. He has weapons, which that's been an issue in Carolina for years. They got offensive weapons now. Carolina's an offensive team now, right? And so, we'll see if he can keep the turnovers to a minimum. The game will stay close. But as we saw in the Super Bowl, Denver is very, very good at capitalizing on Carolina's mistakes. So either way, it's a good game. It's going to kick off the regular season. Everybody going to be watching. We will be live on Twitter if you guys want to live tweet with us. We're going to be live. Of course, everybody going to be on Twitter. So it should be a whole lot of fun. And I can't wait, man. That goes on tomorrow night. Football season is back full of swing. Glass, this has been great as always, and I cannot wait till we get together on Monday to break down all the stuff. Because you know what? Ooh, a lot of people are gonna be wearing that L, man. And you know what? We're gonna get into it. But until then, go ahead and put yourself over. Let everybody know how they can get at you and whatnot.
All right, bro. If you don't find me here on 3 and Out or TeamBoydTV Live, come check us out at Get With It Sports, place where you get your sports with a little swag. You download the Spreaker app, search for Get With It Sports Media. You can find all our shows there. We got actually tomorrow we'll be airing the NFL Weekly Picks sponsored by Fandom Network. Yeah. We got the 2-cent deposit on sports. We'll be talking about all the recent topics, and of course, I think tonight I might be charged to do the Denver Bronco. Do my Mile High Stampede podcast where it's all Denver Broncos.
I would rather you do it before the game than after.
Yeah, I think so too. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook at Get With It Sports, and just shouts out to Half Moon Picks. Half Moon is his real name. Shouts out to LC2 to be the comeback player of the year, and of course, as always, except for one season, the first lady to Get With It Sports Pick 'em and Shut Up League is Bernie B. Yeah. So I'm just putting it out there now. I'm putting it out on our show. If there's any women out there that knows anything about picking football games, please sign up at the Get With It Sports Pick 'em and Shut Up League, because I'm tired. I love me some Bernie B. I know that's your wife. I got that. I'm tired of winning this.
Hey, JB's homegirl Lauren done joined the fray this year.
Oh, that's who that is?
Yeah, that's who that is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the ladies are coming out. Okay.
I'm recruiting all the females I can to give them some battle. And like I said, Bernie B, you the girl, because you one of the 2 players that had a perfect week.
Wait a minute, it was somebody else had a perfect week?
Yeah, T Money last season.
Oh, okay. But she was the first one to do it though, right?
She was the first one. Yeah, she was the first. That was pretty dope. So go ahead, sign up. Go to Yahoo Sports. Join group. The group ID number is 4052, and the password is Pigskin Swag, capital P, capital S. But that's all I got for y'all. Until next time. Oh, just let you know, tomorrow I got some news to tell you, because somebody made a pick who's gonna win Super Bowl 51. you guys got to listen in on that. So that's going to be on our NFL Weekly Picks tomorrow. So check that out. Yeah,
you interesting right there. Yeah, that's gonna be. Look, please don't tell me it was Football Guru. Please don't tell me it was
No, it's not Football Guru. Actually, okay. I'll tell you who it is tomorrow.
Okay, cool. That's crazy. Oh my God. Hey, listen, I want to thank you guys for joining us on 3 and Out. This is, like I said, this is one of the shows that we definitely love to do, and we're gonna continue to do it throughout the regular season here. Me and Glass are gonna keep on trying to build our Facebook fam over here, along with our YouTube fam. Now I know the YouTube people, y'all always see this later, but you know, you got to come over to Facebook Live in the morning to see it live so you can make your comments and stuff. But for the people who do support the show on YouTube, we definitely appreciate that as well. Again, our next show will be Saturday. Well, my next show will be Saturday. It'll be the Black and Blue podcast. Finally, we'll be able to do it. It'll be after the game, unfortunately, but that's cool though. So it'll give me something good to talk about. So it'll be me on the Black and Blue podcast on Saturday night at 10 p.m. Facebook Live / TeamBoydTV. It's the only place you're going to be able to see it live. And then, of course, you can see it later on YouTube.com/TeamBoydTV Turbo. And of course, you know, I cannot wait. This is super exciting for me because we didn't get a chance to do this last season because Vernie had school. But the TeamBoydTV game time is back with the desk and with the set and with the ESPN NFL Network stuff. We will be diving into the games early on Sunday. So join us here on Facebook Live and YouTube at the same time for TeamBoydTV game time. Me and Vernie will break down all the games before they happen. And of course, we come back on Monday night on YouTube.com/TeamBoydTV Turbo. Me, Glass JB. We break down everything that happened on Sunday and we get you guys ready for the Monday night game. That is the schedule for TeamBoydTV this season. We're giving you guys 4 live shows every week, all through the season. So it should be exciting. I'm excited for it. I'm ready to go. I'm pumped up. Tomorrow night, we just close to the football season kicking off, and you know, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. So look, Glass, I know next time I see you, you might be rocking that L, and that's cool. I'm gonna respect it. It's all good. I ain't gonna message you too bad about it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be great. You know, so all right. So that's gonna do it for us here. And again, we'll see you guys on Saturday, and then we'll see you guys on Sunday morning. So we all be getting ready for the big games on Sunday. I'm gonna be sitting there live. I'm a veg out on my couch all day. After we get done with the show, game time, I'm gonna go in there, get my couch, get my chicken and everything popping. I ain't going nowhere on Sunday. I'm gonna sit on the couch. I'm gonna watch every game. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that's gonna go. And of course, you can catch me live. You can catch me live on Twitter at TeamBoydTV. If you didn't follow me already, go ahead and follow me, man. Especially my Panther fam. I do tweet a lot, especially during games. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and roll on up out of here. You guys have been awesome as always. I want to thank everybody who's checking us out on the Facebook Live, and for the people who are watching us on YouTube in the future, I want to say thank you. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time, and everybody enjoy the game tomorrow night. Y'all take it easy. Peace.